Have you been with a virgin?
I have, yeah.
How did you feel about the lack of inexperience?
The lack of inexperience.
Lack of experience.
What? I mean, I don't really care about a girl's sexual experience.
Yeah, guys don't care about that.
And here's the other thing when it comes to experience. Most women, whether they're virgins or not, look to men to initiate and to lead. So if you're a guy who has even some level of experience and you know what you're doing, whether that's within the context of a relationship or sexually in the bedroom, if you know what you're doing, you can have really good sex with a girl who's a virgin, who's never had sex before. A woman need not have ever had sex for me to have good sex with her. However, for most women, they're gonna look at a guy who's a virgin and be like, he's gonna be bad in bed. Most women, now there are some women who are more dominant, for example, who are okay with leading, but most women are gonna be turned off by a guy who they have to teach how to fuck them. Whereas most guys, it would actually be a turn on. It's a turn on to like teach a girl.
I also believe that women need the time to, how do I put this? A man really seems to get into a woman fully releasing, and women who lack experience don't really know how to do that quite yet.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're wrong insofar as a woman who's inexperienced perhaps might be nervous or might be a bit in her head. However, I don't think that's a given. I don't think that's necessarily a given. And I would actually argue that women who have less experience, who have had fewer sexual partners, are actually more capable of being fully immersed in the experience. Whereas women who have had 100, women who have had 100 previous partners, it's like, okay, here again, it's gone. It's not exciting anymore. Like,
what's a high body count? I'm genuinely
I mean, it
curious.
varies based on age. So, someone who's in their 30s, it's perhaps you give a bit more leeway. But I mean, I think honestly, anything. Okay, as far as the statistics show, I think it's anything over 6 is like really bad for long-term commitment.
I agree completely.
What's up? Yeah, yes, you can. You should have. You should have.
Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Someone unmuted her again.
I know, but you muted. You unmuted her, then another one came in. So did you muted her? She's been mute this whole time?
Yes. There's 2.
Didn't?
It's 2 7-minute ones.
The time's up now, so you can.
But
unmute
the
her.
time's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time's up. You don't need to ask. You can just do it.
Do you have sources for what you're saying? Like, is it a statistics?
Yeah, they've done.
Do you have sources for what you're saying?
What am I saying?
You're just saying that it doesn't matter.
What it doesn't matter.
The body count.
I love the point you made, though, because
he's saying something very precise. Sorry, something very specific.
Mm-hmm.
A person that has gone with more than 6 people has very low chance to get a long relationship.
That's not exactly what I said.
Your soul ties with people.
Marital
you create,
satisfaction.
Like soul ties with people when you have sex with them, like emotional, hormonal connections with people.
She's
the more
right.
people you have sex with, the less
Pair
and
bonding.
less
Yep.
like
But where
your
are the
body
studies
is like.
that testify that?
I believe it.
They have done studies on this. I mean, and they've also asked people. They've asked people who are divorced, for example. What's that?
Who is the scholar that conducted those studies?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, we can pull up the infographic.
Maybe I'm
Eric,
just
if
an
you can pull up
maybe
the-
there's just like a bunch of people that don't.
Well,
fit that
I'll tell you one of the
statistic,
most popular. Sorry.
No, I agree. Yeah.
David Bass, Steven Pinker.
Sure. What is it?
Those are evolutionary psychologists that are often mentioned by the pickup artists, pickup artists. Let's say pickup artists.
It's actually the other guys, the red pill.
Yeah,
It's the red pill. We're
We're
not
not pickup artists.
What they say is that promiscuity, because that's what we are talking about, changes. And again, these scholars, when you actually read the scholars and you don't read, Rollo Tomassi and company, when you actually read the scholars, they are very careful at saying that my study has limitations. And we are offering a model that explains the majority of the situation, but not all of them. So they show the macrocosm, but the single individuals may definitely behave in a different way. So for what concerns promiscuity, they said that women are actually, they behave very differently during their life. So in a range of time between 18, 19, 20 until 27, they are 27 and 26. There is not a specific age, but basically they are more promiscuous. They tend to be more promiscuous on a general term. After the age, they change, sometimes even drastically, their behavior. So what I mean is that if a girl is 26 years old and she has been with 30 guys, there is the possibility, and it's actually the studies. These are scientific studies.
What
I'm
does the study
mentioning
say?
it.
What does it say?
They say that basically there is a range of age around 30 years old where women have a lower libido, so less desire to have sex, and they want to settle and have longer relationships. So also their body count doesn't raise as before. So in level of promiscuity is not stable like men, because the desire for men is stable, and also the body counts tend to get up.
What you just said does nothing to disprove the fact that people who have the more premarital sexual partners you have, the greater likelihood of infidelity. The greater likelihood of infidelity, the greater likelihood of divorce, the greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction. Can you stop interrupting? The greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction, and the greater likelihood of STD.
Yeah, but that's the same for. So what I'm saying is that is okay. That's the same for men, though.
It's
a
different,
problem.
actually.
How is it different?
The men's pair bonding can be impacted, and it is also the case for men, but I believe what the studies show is that this impact of having more premarital sexual partners is actually more pronounced in women.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, because men wants to. Sorry, but what studies did you read? I'm telling you.
Just listen. There's multiple studies
Eric, can you
by
start
multiple people
infographics folder
stating that the more sexual partners a woman has, she has higher instances of anxiety, higher instances of depression, higher instances of relationship unsatisfaction, as well as marriage and divorce as well. And it's common sense. Like I don't know why everybody's trying to pretend like being a hoe is okay. Like the average guy doesn't sit down and be like, yeah, I really want a girl, who's been ran through.
Jesus Christ. Okay. 8:52, guys. 8:52. Okay, unfortunately, your mic. No, it's for her. Her microphone's been muted.
Can I piggyback?
Number nine. Eric, so you're gonna pull up. There's a CDC study. It's called Sex Partners CDC, and then the preceding. There's 4. It's alphabetical order, so there's 4 other ones after that. Actually, sorry, there's 5 other ones after that. It's divorce, less stable marriage, marriage satisfaction, promiscuity, and STI. So you can pull all those up.
Laura, what you were saying about how women's promiscuity is different over time as they age.
Sorry, repeat.
Is this unfair? I feel like the mute a microphone
what?
thing is unfair. I don't know.
Okay, well,
go on. It's no problem.
What you were saying about how women's levels of promiscuity change as they age, going through their 20s and then their 30s.
I don't say that it's for all.
I mean,
women.
if that's
I'm
the
sorry,
case,
bro. She stole the mic.
If that's the case, if anything, I would see that as an argument, if true, for women in their 20s being in a monogamous relationship, marriage, when their sex drive is at the highest and their fertility is at the highest.
That's not what the studies show. They actually show that they're
libido,
pretty horny.
No, you're actually wrong. The women's libido
Well,
goes
study
up.
bus. I can give you even the page.
No,
where
women's
it's
libido typically goes up as you get older because their estrogen goes down, their testosterone goes up.
Yep.
Here, let's do this. We're gonna pull
no,
up.
I'm talking about women, not men.
I'm sorry, bad
Women have
ZXC. She stole the
testosterone
mic.
too.
I can't do anything. I
I thought it
can't
was
do
like highest in your 20s, then there's
No,
a dip,
let's
and then it goes
no more
higher
mute a
once
microphone,
you're getting
please,
closer
guys.
to
No more mute a
menopause.
microphone.
Yeah.
As they women, as they get
Happens
older.
to some women that they get menopause and then they get
Like right before menopause,
then
yes.
they
Yeah.
can't even deal with in their 60s.
I feel like it's
50s.
not fair,